Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today I'm here with my third installment to my top 5 series with my best friend Samantha. This is probably going to sound like a broken record, but if you don't know, or if you haven't been here for the last 2 weeks, my best friend Sam and I are doing a collaboration where each of us tell you about our top 5 blank, our top 5 blushes, highlighters, whatever. And so the reason behind doing it as a series collaboration is because we have different skin types, skin tones, and preferences in general. There are times where she's like, hey, you need this in your life, and I'll put it on, like mood exposure, you guys. She went on and on and on about how Hourglass Mood Exposure, that blush, is beautiful. It looks like someone took a bat and punched me in the face. Wait, you don't punch with a bat. You know what I'm saying, right? It looks atrocious on me. So it kind of goes to show how certain things, even though I'm a firm believer in wearing whatever the heck you want, some things are meant to look better on others. So that's an example. So I'm kind of excited about what she decided because she hates bronzer. Like, I'm sorry, Sam, I'm selling you out, but she's always like, oh my God, I hate bronzer. I never use bronzer. I'm too fair. It looks bad on me. Like I look, what is going on with my hair? Like, what is this situation? So she says like, oh, I just don't do it. So I'm kind of wondering what she's going to share with you guys. And I'm kind of the reverse of her. She loves cool toned sculpting things, so like really ashy gray looking things, powders, sculpting things. And I cannot for the life of me use cool tone or, ashy like type of sculpting products because it looks so bad on me. I look dirty, like super dirty. So I'm going to share with you guys the ones that I like, and keep in mind that these are sculpting / bronzers. So these are the ones that I prefer how they look on me and for my purpose. I don't do really strong contouring. I don't do the whole Kim Kardashian highlighting and cooking or baking or whatever that's called. You know what I'm talking about? Where you put like the excess powder here and you cook the bronzer or the contour. I can't do that. I'm not a professional. I'm a mom. Like I hang out with my kids all day and I cook and clean and I just play with makeup for fun. So I'm not about that life. So these are just products that help me do this subtle type of carving out the cheekbones or give me a little bit of color on my face. So if you're kind of on my boat where you're like, I just want to wet my toes, I'm a little nervous, or I don't have, I don't have a purpose for severe, extreme sculpting, then this is the place for you. Let's go ahead and get started. The first one that I want to share with you guys is Nars Laguna, and this is I think it's a limited edition set that just came out, but Nars Laguna was the very first bronzer that I ever used, and I really liked it. I hit pan, I used it. I mean, as a makeup lover, you know how hard it is to hit pan on things, and so I finally replaced it because it's just really one of my favorites. This set right here comes with a mini E.L.F brush. This is like used for that. I don't like it. But it's mini, right? So it's really soft. It really does a really great job, but I don't have anywhere to go where I want to have those beautiful Kim Kardashian cheekbones, you know what I mean? So I don't have much use for this little brush. But the color itself is really nice because it's a warm / almost neutral bronzer. It has a slight sheen to it. It's not really obvious in the pan, but it's almost like a satin / matte finish. So it's pretty flattering on most people. I mean, this is a type of powder that you could use for contouring or for bronzing up the face. Do you see that sheen that I have on my finger? So also, another thing that you want to keep in mind is that Nars Laguna looks deeper in the pan than it actually shows up on the skin. Do you see? When you look at it in the pan, it looks a lot darker, but it really isn't. This was my first, and it's always going to be my first bronzer love. The second one that I want to share with you guys is really expensive, but this is as cool as I'll go to create shadowing. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow Palette. It comes with a highlighter and a bronzer, but this is a this is as cool as I'll go, but again, it's more of like a neutral to cool type of bronzer, and oh, I just love it. It's like buttery soft. It has just a hint of gray to it, so I can really like carve out or sculpt out areas of my face when I'm feeling kind of fancy. And it's kind of one of those makeup products that makes you feel like you're doing a really good job or you're being kind of makeup artisty, and it's hard to mess up. So that is this color right here. So you see how it really does give that shadowing, even though it's still not a gray or an ashy toned sculpting powder or bronzer. Another one that I really like, and this one is more of for coloring my face, or bronzing my skin, making me look like I got a little bit of sun. This is Tan Toffee from E.L.F. And I believe E.L.F. has 4 different pressed mineral bronzers. This is the one that's suitable or flattering for my skin tone. I like it because it's a really warm brown right here. But once you blend it out on the skin, it's like, oh wow, she was in the sun getting a healthy tan. That's that one right there. Is this video kind of boring? Because like they're very similar, but trust me, on the skin they do look different. So that's the E.L.F. one in Tan Toffee. And I don't know how much it is. I think maybe $1 or $3. It's pretty affordable. The other one that I want to share with you guys is the Naked Flush Palette in Native. The reason I wanted to mention this one is because the trio itself pairs really well together. So even though we're talking about bronzers, these 3 in combination make a really good trio. So I wanted to kind of share that with you guys. This bronzer is a little orangey, but it's very soft and easy to blend out. So if you have light to medium skin tone, I would say, you could use it to carve out your cheekbones gently because it's very warm, or you could give your face a lot of color. So that's that one right there. You see how it's a lot more warm? It's almost a little reddish too. So I really like that. And the blush in here, you guys, oh, it's like Barbie pink. It's really pretty. And of course, I saved the best for last, the My Sculpted Face Palette from IT Cosmetics. I've mentioned this in several videos. I'm going to do my contour routine video with IT Cosmetics next week, so I really hope you guys will tune in to check it out. I love this palette. I've mentioned it in favorites. I've talked about it before. When this came into my life, I stopped using all other contouring palettes that were trendy. In fact, I didn't even buy the Kat Von D one because I was like, no, there's no way that I'm gonna find something that I like more than this one. This is one of those tricky palettes because you're like, is it warm? Is it cool? What is it? Like, what's going on here? It gives you so much movement, so much wiggle room. You're like, okay, you know, for example, for my general everyday, like basic contouring routine as a mom and a stay-at-home wife, I mean, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I use these 2. I mix them together and they look beautiful. When I want to add color to my face, like I got a little bit of a tan, I'll use this shade down here. And then these 2 shades up here are awesome because this is a matte white or translucent, and then this one here is a highlight shade. And I know we're talking about bronzers, but I have to show you this. Like, you're not gonna believe the magic that is this highlight shade. When you swatch it, you're like, oh my God, Dani, that is white. But let me put it on my skin and blend it out. And look at this. Right? I know we're talking about bronzers, but this palette is awesome. So if you're on the same boat as me where you're like, Dani, listen, I'm not about to do the whole Kim Kardashian reverse triangle, crazy sculpting, carving out of my face. I just want something fun and easy. I want to give my face structure and dimension. These are the products that I like to use when I like to pretend that I'm like, you know, a really awesome makeup artist. This is what I do. I keep it simple. I just like to pop out my cheekbones. I like to hide my double chin, and I like to give myself a little bit of color around my hairline. That's it. That's all I like to do. And the way that I do that is using these bronzers right here. So if that's kind of what you're interested in, and you have neutral to warm undertones, you're light to medium, I mean, I would say even deep, because this palette here is awesome. This shadow, you could use it as an eyeshadow. This color here is really deep. Look at that. I mean, this is a friendly palette. This one's like, hey girl, I love you too. Look at this. I mean, this palette, this is turning into a review on this contouring palette. So if you guys are on the same boat as me and this is what you look for, these are my top 5 favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. When you're done watching me in a couple of seconds, make sure you go over to Sam's channel and see what her 5 favorites are. You guys, I am dying to see what she talks about because, like I said, she don't like them bronzing powders. So I'm really eager and excited to see what she decides. I should probably just text her right now and be like, hey, what are you gonna talk about? But that would be cheating. Anyway, I'm gonna link all of these products and Sam's video and Sam's channel in the description box below. And I think that's it, guys. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you